what's up, VC? It's Steve again, Harmless Rebel, and it's time for another heavy metal update. I think it's all heavy metal. There may be a little hard rock in there, but we'll just see as we get through it. I've bought quite a lot over the last probably month and a half. Actually, since right before Thanksgiving, I guess. You know, a lot of, with Black Friday and then, of course, the holidays, a lot of the online stores and local stores have been having really good sales. And I've just found some amazing deals on some absolutely classic albums. So, let me show you a couple. Actually, in the background, if you're not familiar with this, we're listening to Gravedigger. This is live at Wacken. I believe this was, Wacken 2001. So, if I remember correctly, this was the end of their run with Gun. But pretty solid live album. Gravedigger, you know, they really don't have any low points in their career. You may want, some people may say the Grave CD, where they kind of change their style and actually change their name. I'm sorry, the Digger album, the very short-lived release under that name. But Gravedigger's just been solid power metal since day one, and even their newest album is just another killer album. Let's just kind of jump into it. A few of these are from Metal Blade. Metal Blade had a huge sale for Christmas, and I ended up buying a number of classic albums that I wanted to either get a better copy of or that I just needed on vinyl. So first up, we have the Armored Saint EP. This is one of my favorite Armored Saint albums. In reality, everything that they did probably through their last two albums, I've really liked. But the first three or four Armored Saint, including the EP here, are by far my favorite albums by them. Really them at their best. This one is on clear red vinyl. Next up, I've been on kind of a Slayer kick lately. If you saw my last What's Spinning, I talked about Repentless. And even though I didn't like Repentless as much as other people did, it got me in the Slayer mood. I've been listening to a lot of their older albums for the last probably month or so. And then when I was on Metal Blade, they had these two on sale for, I think, $12. So I couldn't pass up on them. I didn't have them on vinyl. So here we go. Haunting the Chapel. And that was on a cool clear vinyl with red splatter. And then I also picked up a copy of Live Undead. I wish this wasn't a picture disc. Unfortunately it is, but it still sounds pretty good. And again, I'm just happy to finally have this on vinyl. I've actually got a copy of the cassette that I've probably had for 20 years. And I've got all of these on CDs, so. About 2 months ago, maybe 3 months ago, somebody on the YouTube BC page listed a post that said that they were releasing one of the Fates Warning albums, and it was going to be $11 for a double album. So I pre-ordered it as quick as I could, and that kind of got me on a listening binge, a Fates Warning listening binge. I've actually got 3 or 4 of their CDs in a pile over here that I've been listening to. This is a little later in their career. This was 2000. You know, this may have been the 90s. I can't remember exactly when this one came out. But, excuse me. This is by this point in their career, they had passed their metal phase. And it's pretty much straight progressive rock at this point. But still a really killer album. It's a pleasant shade of gray. And then, hang on, I have another. And then going back to the Metal Blade releases, part of their 30-year anniversary, they repressed a bunch of their classic albums. And this is by far my favorite Fates Warning album. It's also probably one of the top 20 albums of the 80s, in my opinion. I absolutely love this album. This is Awaken the Guardian. And I mean, this thing is just a juggernaut of an album. If you haven't heard this, I highly recommend checking this one out. And this one was released on blue vinyl. Next up, this is one that I got through Rox Records. Bill Rox posted this on his website, so I thought I'd check it out. I've liked everything else that this label's released. This is Ulterium Records. So I decided to check this out. This is just really good power metal. I can't remember off the top of my head where this band is from. I want to say they're Swedish, but I may be wrong there. But this is Millennial Reign. Just really good power metal. One that I recommend checking out if you haven't heard it yet. Another one, just an absolute classic. This is probably one of my top 3 all-time favorite bands. I absolutely fell in love with this band very early on, probably about 88, 89 is when I heard them for the first time on Headbangers Ball. It may have been a little earlier than that. But this album was really ahead of its time. You don't really hear people giving enough credit to this band. This is very heavy for 1977 when it was released. But this is Rock City from Riot. It was just recently repressed. Original copies of this are getting hard to find. I've been looking for quite a while, so I decided to go ahead and go with the 30th anniversary repress. This is, like I said, this is super heavy for 1987 or 1977. This is more the type of heavy metal that was being released in 81, 82, and 83. And it just blows me away when this came out. But if you haven't heard this, you've just got to check this out. Just an amazing, amazing album. These next 3, I was looking online for, I think I checked, on eBay, I think I typed in metal, vinyl, and obi. And if you're familiar with what an obi is, it's the little strip that they put on Japanese pressing. So I was basically looking for some Japanese metal pressings just to see if there were any good deals out there, and I ran across this. I ended up picking these up for $15 a piece with free shipping. They were all buy it now, and I couldn't click on the button fast enough because this is one of my favorite new wave of British heavy metal bands, Girlschool. So first up, we have their first album, Demolition. Just amazing. This is another band that just hasn't really fallen off. I haven't heard their most recent album, but I heard the one before that, and I've heard just about everything that they released, and it all sounds amazing. They've just been a killer band from beginning to today. Excuse me. I also picked up their second album, Hit and Run. And then this is a Japan-only comp that came out. Technically, I guess this would have been their 4th album, but this is Live and More. And this isn't a picture disc; it's just actually a really big label. It is a black vinyl. Oh, there is one hard rock in here. I had a feeling there was one. I actually pulled this out because of Scott Waters and Aaron. Aaron was talking about Blue Oyster Cult, and which I'm a big fan of, especially their stuff from the 70s. And Scott had mentioned that his favorite album was Cultosaurus Erectus, and I hadn't listened to it for a while, so I went ahead and pulled this out and gave it a couple of spins. There's no hits on this album, but this is a pretty solid album beginning to end. It would probably be in my top 4 or 5 BOC albums. Really, really good. If you haven't checked that one out, though, check it out. Like I said, there's none of their hits on there, but it's just a solid album from beginning to end. I ran across this one about a week ago, and I was really surprised to find it. This is a promo copy that came out in 1980, maybe? Yeah, 1980. And this was to promote the first 3 albums that were released in the U.S. for the band. This is a sample of Triumph. And what this basically is you've got one track from Rock and Roll Machine, the U.S. released Comp, not Rock and Roll Machine, the Canadian album. 3 songs from Just a Game, and then 3 songs from Progression of Power, which are the 3rd and 4th Triumph album. Progression of Power is really when they began getting any real notice here in the U.S. And this comp was just kind of an add-on to that, to try to get the radio stations to play those earlier tracks. But really solid. I mean, it's some of their best songs off of those 2 albums, and then it's got the song Rock and Roll Machine, which is a killer track if you haven't heard that one. But just a cool white label promo. And actually, I've never seen this one. I've seen a number of people show this, other guys that collect Triumph, and it's always got that ring wear. I've never seen a clean copy of this. The vinyl itself is near mint, though. This was a cool find. I found this for $5. I've talked about this band numerous times. This band, according to Nikki Sixx, was really the inspiration for what would become Motley Crue. They kind of he kind of got his sound from listening to this particular glam band. But this is Coliseum Rock from Stars. I've shown this album before. I've got a copy of it. But I found this sealed copy for $5. The copy I have is not in the best condition. So this is a really nice upgrade. Just a killer album. If you like 70s glam, hard rock, definitely check out Stars. It's an amazing band. Next up, I actually didn't like this album when it came out, which is funny because this band is always been a favorite of mine. I'm not sure why. I don't know if I was just not in the mood when I listened to it the first time, but Amazon has this right now for like $11 or $12, so I couldn't pass on it. It's Anthems from Anthrax, and it's on this cool black, red, and clear splatter vinyl. But definitely worth picking up. They cover Cheap Trick, Thin Lizzy. Who else did they cover on here? Journey, Boston, Rush, AC/DC. Just killer covers. Really good job here. And last but not least for this video, no, I've got 2 more. I'm sorry. This next one was one that I heard for the first time when this came in. It came out in the 90s, 98. I've talked about this artist before. It's King Diamond. I really didn't like King Diamond for the longest time. I'm just now really getting into him the last 2 years or so. His voice drove me crazy. Those operatic highs that he sang. And for some reason, I've just kind of grown an ear for that lately. Maybe it's a lot of the new wave of British heavy metal and power metal that I've been listening to, where they get those really high vocals going. But now I'm really starting to dig it. And it's funny, this and The Eye are generally listed as some of his worst albums. I absolutely love both of these albums. I talked about The Eye a couple of months ago. This is Spider's Lullaby. This album is dark as hell, but the music is amazing on here. This is the 30th anniversary release on Metal Blade. It's their 30th anniversary, not the album's, obviously. 3 sides is the album itself, and then the 4th side is demos. This also comes with a really cool poster of the album cover here. It is a gatefold, and it's on this on the clear red vinyl. It really sounds beautiful. Really cool album though. I'm really digging it. I can't wait to dig deeper into King Diamond's catalog. I haven't even gotten to Merciful Fate yet. I've heard that the Merciful Fate stuff, from people that know my taste, they think I'll like the Merciful Fate even more. So I look forward to kind of exploring more of his catalog over the next few years as I find this stuff. But just an amazing, amazing album. And last but not least, this is probably in my top 5 best metal acts of all time. This album itself is probably in my top 5 best metal albums of all time. I've wanted this on vinyl for quite some time, but it's really expensive for an original pressing. And they finally got repressed last year. And I'm working on getting the whole catalog together on vinyl. Unfortunately, there's one or two that haven't been released that are $100, $150. So hopefully they get those released as well soon. But this is Symbolic from Death. I can't say enough about this album. You know, I'm not going to get into the importance of death in the death metal community or the grind community, but at this point in their career, when they had gotten more progressive, more technical, it just doesn't get much better than this. Like I said, this is if you haven't heard this, check it out. If you've only heard Death's first 1 or 2 albums and that wasn't really to your liking, check this out, because by this point it was more a combination of technical thrash and death metal, and the vocals on here are absolutely amazing. This is just an amazing album from beginning to end, one that I highly recommend everybody check out. If you like heavy metal and you haven't heard this, pull it up on YouTube and just give it a spin. It really doesn't get much better than this. I put this up there with the top metal albums of all time. It's that good. That's it, VC. I've got quite a bit more to come in the next few weeks. Like I said, I've got a lot of stuff. I've got a whole stack of 7 inches here that have come in over the last month that I haven't even gotten to yet. I've got another stack of albums and 7 inches over there that I haven't gotten to. Like I said, there's just been so many good deals out there that I've been buying stuff like crazy. Actually, I've stopped buying stuff now so that I can spend some time just taking in all of this. And getting stuff like this in the mail makes it that much harder, because I've probably listened to this 6 times since I got it a week ago. So, I hope everybody's having a wonderful new year. I hope everybody has a great year to come. I think I just went over 2 years on the VC. It's been an amazing experience for me. I want to thank everybody who's subscribed to my channel, everybody who's commented and participated in discussions, and to all the guys that have shared music with me via their channel, via VCLT, and I just want to thank you all. Take care, VC.